Now, it is ironical that a club that is called Arsenal did not have much of it over the last few years. Again, I'm by no means belittling the greats who've donned the jersey. It is just that something did not click for too long. The club and the fans have endured more than a decade of Champions League pain and 2 decades of Premier League agony. If you are an Arsenal fan, my sympathies to you at least till now. The Premier League pain could have eased last year. They did come very close. They were dominant throughout the league for the first half of the season, but somehow still ended up losing the league title to Manchester City. The same City side that won the Champions League as well. So if you are an Arsenal fan, you would have been heartbroken. And maybe that 2023-22 Premier League was Arsenal's to lose. But it's not like it was for the first time for the Gunners. Northwest clubs in England have dominated in their rich history. Liverpool and Manchester United have halted Arsenal's success in parts. Back in the 2000s, it was Manchester United that had troubled them. But despite all that, they still managed to win the Golden Premier League trophy. A trophy given to the invincibles. That's what they were called back then. Arsene Wenger was the manager then and was given that trophy. This was for staying unbeaten in the league and cup competitions. In the 2003-2004 seasons, Arsenal were undefeated in the league's 38 games. What a magical run that was, that many, of course, remember in awe. The run further stretched to a record 49 games, but that was a golden phase, like they say, an aberration for what followed. It was like the invincibles were no longer the same. A trophy drought, mid-table finishes, sure, a few wins here and there, but clearly no match to the stature the invincibles established in that period. But could that change now? Can the current season turn the tables again? Arsenal are going strong both in the Premier League and the Champions League. And the Champions League victory against Porto yesterday was proof. After the second leg ended in a 1-0 victory for Arsenal, the game went into penalty shootout as Porto won the first 1-0. The round of 16 was decided on penalties where Arsenal won 4-2, a win under pressure. The win meant Arsenal are through to the quarterfinals. That's unfamiliar territory, a place they haven't been in the last 14 years. So that win yesterday was special, and the man who made it possible, Mikel Arteta.
Well, for them to do it when the club hasn't managed to do it for 14 years, that tells you the difficulty of it. And the margins are so small, and we found a way to do it again. And I see how much they want it and how much they tried. They are able to sacrifice anything to win. And when you play like this, at the end it's going to come your way sooner than later. And it happened tonight.
That was an emotional Arteta, and he is calling it. The club is going for glory. The players look hungry for success. The same success that their predecessors had achieved. A golden run that is the template, the zenith that everyone who enters the Emirates looks to emulate or at least get close to. They're on top of the Premier League points table now and are in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. So what is working for them? Well, it isn't just a strong attacking display, but it's also their strong defence. And yesterday's encounter against Porto clearly reflected that. The Gunners didn't allow Porto to get through their defence. They were even ahead in the tie after Martin Odegaard scored another goal. But the goal was ruled out as it came on the back of a foul. Still, it didn't impact or dampen Arsenal's passion and focus. And the final shot was played by their goalkeeper, David Raya, who saved them in penalties. The hero of their win. He saved 2 penalties to help his side pull through.
We've been working a lot on penalties this year because of nights like these, and it's paid off. It is a great moment. I should have saved 3, but I'm over the moon to save 2 penalties in the Champions League. It means everything. You play football for these kind of things, and I'm lucky enough to be playing for Arsenal and to get through to the Champions League quarterfinals.
That says so many things. Raya's thoughts reflects that of probably many in the squad too. They are playing for the pride of the club, and just what he said about how they're working on their penalties shows their mindset. They do not wish a repeat of last year. They are here to win. It's not just going out without any plan. And if they continue in this vein, this focus and drive, you never know, the side could lift both the Champions League and the Premier League titles, something they've never done before. And that itself will play on their mind. Can Arsenal really put that aside, put that thoughts aside and continue their good form and stay on track without letting the demons in? That'll be the real challenge, because that is the only way they can end the decade-long hurt. The squad surely is capable of it, but it's that mental strength that will play a crucial role.